All right, we apologize for those inconveniences, viewers. We appreciate you sticking by. We are back though. I confirm that too. So we were just talking about all sorts of bullshit, like everything that you guys were saying in the chat room. We were talking about. So sorry you kind of missed it. No, that was not what was going on. We were talking about gaming because we were talking about so Metal Gear Solid 5 versus Mad Max. We want to know what you guys think. Which is going to be a better game? Um, I'm excited to see Mad Max. That's why I just gotta close it with that. I'm happy to see that game finally come out. I don't know why it didn't come out when the movie came out, but they wanted to build a hype, I guess, or something. But that comes out September 1st, and you got both of those day and day coming out. I don't know what you would do if you were going back to school. I don't know what I would do. It's got to be the most ridiculous time to come out with these games right now. You got that coming. You've got a bunch of stuff for what is that? I think we just maybe lost a bunch of the viewers because I reset the stream too. So they probably got to reload.
Well, let's ask the question again. Are you guys more excited for Metal Gear Solid 5 or Mad Max, the video game?
Or even which one do you think is going to do better, even if you're not excited about picking it up? Because I may not pick either of these up because I'll be waiting for Destiny. I got the Taken King. I got that coming out for Destiny, and I'm still looking for Halo 5. So
Yeah.
I don't think
Oh,
either of those are gonna be up my alley. I don't think I have time for either of them. Fallout
I
4,
just saw
Fallout
some
4, yeah,
gameplay
Fallout
for
4.
I just saw some gameplay for the new Mirror's Edge. I'm like, ooh, I want to get on top of that again.
So they
Well,
are calling it a reboot. They said before, didn't they say like 4 weeks ago? It's not a reboot. It's not a reboot.
I don't know. Did they call it a reboot?
Yeah,
Are they
it's
calling
based.
it? Don't call it a comeback.
Mirror's Edge. I'm hanging on the edge.
All
So
right.
yeah,
So
that's a reboot, I guess.
you want to go to some gaming news weekend recap?
Yeah, well, yeah. So Fallout 4. We got some Fallout 4 news. But Jargonia says one of those two, or of those two, Metal Gear Solid 5 by far, but Fallout 4 has me most hyped. Fallout 4 is everybody for Fallout 4. Then you got Nicky Cody saying Mad Max is going to do better for sure, and that's kind of what I'm thinking too, just because of that cult. It's got something that you can just pick up and play. You got to kind of be following the Metal Gear. You got to been into it all this time. Like you can't just drop into that game. So I think it's gonna be Mad Max because it's gonna be the game that you got to figure out. You got to see what's different, what's new, because we already know what we're getting out of Metal Gear. Like I said, we've seen 5 hours of it. So gaming news, we finally see or get news because we didn't see it. We just still did not see it. But we get news of the portable Steam machine that was codenamed Steam Boy. It finally does get a name, first of all. They're going to name this thing the Smock Zero. That's Smock, right? Smock,
Smock.
SMACH. Smock Zero. So that's the company that's making it. It's Smock. Um, so they've made a portable handheld that has an AMD embedded G series processor. Um, they call it the Steep Eagle. It's got its own dedicated graphics engine to it with 4 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gig SD card for internal memory, 32 gigs in an SD card slot. USB OTG. Now I'm wondering, is this OTG just a reverse cable? I mean, just the port, right? Just the mini port,
OTG is on the go.
or is it the cable? So like, does the cable come out of it or something,
No, no,
or
no. So
is
it
this just a
means that
port?
it means the port itself supports on the go. So if you have like a dongle USB, like one of
Yeah, I've
I
seen
don't
it.
yeah.
Do I
So
have one
so
too?
so if you have a flash drive and you have games on the flash drive, you can play it off the flash drive.
So it's a mini that's going into the device then,
It's a
whatever the thing
micro
hooks up.
USB that's going into the device, but
Micro,
then
micro.
you'd have to get a dongle from micro to USB, but it would still be able to play those games off of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
5-inch touchscreen, 720p. I guess they just couldn't get it up to 1080, based on you still
Like
paying $300.
5 inches, you don't really necessarily need 1080p.
Then
I mean, I know we're
why do we
used to
get it?
1080p,
Why do we have it on our phones if we don't necessarily need it? It's
and I
everywhere.
agree, but the higher the resolution, the lower the battery.
That's true too.
You know,
Or
and
the
this
higher the
this
cost too.
um this AMD chip, I mean, I don't know what the benchmark rate is on it, but if it's pushing out pretty good graphics, you know, weighing in the better resolution, it might have lowered, or increased the heat of the device. There's a lot of things to think about.
Right. There will be a 4G network connectivity model. That's going to be the Pro only. So we are talking about the Schmach Zero Pro. Everybody's just putting Pro on the end of the name. It sounds better. Okay. But you can get that at 4G, and then it's got the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth with HDMI. This is what I found was interesting. HDMI video output does not say mini HDMI. It says HDMI video output. What do you think of that?
Well, even if it's mini, you can just get an adapter. I mean, it's just like our Surface. We have HDMI out if you have the adapter.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that you would say it was mini at that point. A full size USB on a portable. This
I don't think
thing's
it's full
yeah,
size. Yeah.
yeah. So the one thing that actually blew my mind though, okay, so the price is $299, $300. This is a console, people. Even if it's portable, this is a console. Um, when I look at this, and it's supposed to be a handheld at that point, they're talking about this thing is gonna have. Where did I see this? Because I wanted to make sure I got these buttons right. Because this is ridiculous. Feature two touchpads, control stick, 7 buttons on the front, and 6 on the rear. Like that's 13 buttons, a stick, and 2 touchpads. Do I have that many fingers? Where am I getting these? Where am I getting all these fingers from?
It
Because I don't know
kind
how you
of
hold this
it,
thing.
it kind of reminds me of the controller for the GameCube, where it had that weird Z button on the back, and like it was just like, wait, why do you have all these buttons?
Yeah,
I don't
is
understand the
my finger
benefits
just
of
supposed
all
to be
these.
there by accident? That's way too many buttons. Just like that's the same comment we're getting here from Bong Bean Copyright. Um, I Poop Potato said, "What about Second Life?" Don't know where that's coming from. And some people want to talk about some Pokemon.
Second Life.
This is crazy. Pokemon in Second Life. Oh, so what if Pokemon were in Second Life? Someone should just do that. Just make a bunch of the
Just
people
make a mod for
as
Second Life.
as Pokemons.
Second Life is still around. Just go make a mod.
Put Pokemon in Second Life. Somebody get on that. Like,
I don't know if he's talking like Half-Life 2 is gonna be like supported. So is Dota. Civilization 5. That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
they say it will launch supporting more than 1,000 games from the Steam library. Um, that's unbelievable. Oh,
It's fine. I'm looking at this article on IGN. People are like,
are
sounds
these
more
games
powerful.
you? I would get it if
Sounds
these are games you own for sure. Like
well,
if
yeah,
if they're already in my library, I just got them right. Portable.
yeah. I
Oh, I might have to get
okay.
that.
So I'm going under the assumption, but if you own Civilization 5 for your PC, and then you go out and buy a Smaka Zero, and you turn it on, you sign in with your Steam account, it'll say, okay, these are the games that are compatible. Do you want to download? So you won't have to buy it again. I'm going under an assumption, but Steam already does that, you know?
But is
So
it you only got 32 gigabytes of memory? I mean, are you seriously gonna be able to download these games like that to play them? Or you have to buy new versions, mobile versions? I would have to think
they're
that.
not calling them mobile versions. They're calling them the full-fledged versions. The like,
Mhm.
yeah, the full experience. Now I don't know how a game like Civilization would be on a 5-inch screen. That seems a little much, but people go crazy with, Clash of Clans, and I know it's not the same thing, but
See, I would imagine that that would be the point where Steam leverages its ability to actually charge across platforms. To say there's the PC version, then to say that this is not necessarily a mobile version. This is just a different platforms version, even if it's Steam. Almost in the same vein of, you get the same game, a little less graphics. You don't get it to play in a 1080 because you can only go up to 720, just like you would see inside of a 360 versus Xbox One. Kind of on that same level of like, you have the game that's the same. It's just sold separately on each of the platforms, and this gives Steam the opportunity to leverage their marketplace.
Does Steam have a? You would know this. Does Steam have a streaming service where you can stream the game like on live or Gaikai does with where Sony's Gaikai does with the Sony PlayStation Now?
But does Steam do it? Does
Yeah. Does Steam have a streaming service?
No, no,
No.
they're
Okay.
it's just Steam.
Because
It's
that's where it would make that's where it would start to make a little bit more sense. Like you can stream full fledged games like Half Life Two if you're on because they're offering Wi-Fi and 4G LTE connection. So assuming that it's like Verizon or AT&T, you could stream Half-Life and you wouldn't have to necessarily worry about hogging up your 32 internal storage. But then that's why they also offer you the ability to expand it, and you have USB on the go. So with USB on the go, you can get a 64 gig memory flash drive or 128 gigabyte flash drive, and put all the other games that you've ever wanted to play on the go, and you'd be able to do it that way. It would just look weird because this little dongle is dangling off of your dingling thing.
so maybe okay. You're making me laugh. The chat room is making me laugh. Wow. So I'm gonna go back to a couple of these things here. First off, I don't own Brazzers. Probably wish I did. But we did have that lead into the most ultimate comment that I think I probably need to. You need to write this down because this might actually happen. Nerd Record says the day someone makes 3D interactive League of Legends porn is the day the economy dies forever. It will. It if you put porn, you don't even have to say League of Legends. Put porn in World of Warcraft. Bam. The internet would die. Yeah, we would see that happen.
Well, I mean, when you first got GTA 5 and after you did a few missions, you realize, oh, there's a strip club in here. The first thing you do is like figure out like how you can get the girls' clothes off and like, oh, I can get two girls at once. This is awesome. So yeah, if you can do it in virtual reality, and there's already porn companies that are doing virtual reality. Um, I
Druid
think it
porn.
was I think it was BuzzFeed who did a video of virtual porn, virtual reality, and just the what's it called the industry behind it. And I mean the whole adage is VHS became the dominant over Betamax because the porn industry made it so. And that's not necessarily the case, but that is
Hey,
that is that
di
that meant
digital streaming like Netflix became pretty popular because of the porn industry. I
yeah.
need I need a movie to watch now. Quickly, I need a movie. All right. Let's see. LeBron is taking his LeBron James cosplay too far with the hairline. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. All right. So, rounding out gaming news.
What's interesting, real quick, about this? There's no wireless streaming, so there's no Miracast, there's no Chromecast support, there's no Apple TV support. I
For what?
I know there would never be Apple TV from this, but it's
What in the Steam
interesting.
box? In the Steam? In this?
Yeah,
In the
like
zero?
you
The
can't
schlock zero?
wirelessly. You have to use an HDMI output, which I guess is good because there'd be less latency. So I guess I understand that. But in a world of you can wirelessly do this to your TV and no one's going to trip over the cable. You would think that maybe they would input that in. The chip for Miracast is about 75 cents. So it's easy to just, from a hardware manufacturer to just throw it in there, but I don't know like the internals of the smock if it would even fit
It's
and
probably
how much battery
conflicting.
life it would take too.
Yeah, they probably want to get the battery life out of it. Did they even say? They haven't said even how much battery life this thing might
No, I
actually
mean,
have.
really, at Gamescom, all they did was This is it. I don't think anyone even saw like hands-on because I'm looking.
But didn't
I
you
don't even.
think when you announced that it has 13 buttons and two touchpads that somebody might want to see that shit? Like, like I gotta you don't tell me it has 13 buttons and then say I'm not gonna show you. Like you've got to figure that out to me. How many buttons does wait? Do they count all these buttons on the front? But even if they don't, like on the Xbox One controller, you got one, two, three, four, five, six. And I guess if you count the middle, seven buttons on the front. So I guess it's the same thing. But how do you put six more on the back? That is three on each side. Like you got to show me how that's working. Is it really like two on the top and then four underneath? And where's the touchpad even at? I need to see this thing. I'm so intrigued. But you guys wanted Fallout 4 news, so I'm just gonna stick this in there really quick. This will just be we'll pop everything else into attention you, so we do stay under 2 hours here. But um, yeah, with Fallout 4, they stopped making the Pip Boy editions. Can't get it anymore. Did you know that? Did you want the Pip Boy?
I kind of want the Pit Boy.
You can't get it anymore. They're not making it anymore.
What?
That's official news, man. That's official news. They stopped making them. So if you guys out there who just loved Fallout 4, um, bam, you are out of luck. You can't even get it. So that's your Fallout 4 news. Are you guys upset about it? Upset about not getting a Pip-Boy 4? If you did pre-order it, I want to know why do you really love this game so much? Because to me, it looks like every other fucking Fallout. Every other Fallout. I don't see. I saw a degradation in graphics. I saw the same. I saw the same gameplay in a new environment. And I don't know if the new environments was making everybody hyped up. I haven't seen everybody so excited. Have you seen any like new enemies or like you saw the other factions, but did you really see like the maybe the monsters or the wolves and stuff out in the world? What's out in the world? Like what is that like? Let me know. And I just can't get too excited if it's not the same thing. If it's not if it isn't
So
the same thing.
I doubt Fallout Boy will be in Fallout 4. Um, Someone's trying to sell me their Pit Boy. I'm fine, thank you. I'd rather buy an Xbox One
It's
and a
only three
40
hundred
inch
dollars. It's
TV.
only $300.
I'd rather buy this the Samsung TV bundle. Um, and I Poop Potatoes agrees with you. Says it looks like Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. And uh, Squidward says that this is an intervention for your drinking problem. So
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah.
Um, but tonight I have Oktoberfest.
Oh,
I had
Samuel Adams.
I had to do the Oktoberfest. And this is only one. Like I'm fine. It's fine. All right, so yeah, so you can actually not get one of those. You might have to end up buying it for $300 like they're offering Tony. You gonna buy it? You said
No,
no? You
no,
sure? I bet you're
positive.
gonna end up getting it.
No,
You'll end up getting it. You'll
I
be on
will
a
not end up
podcast
getting it.
and you'll be sitting there with a Pip-Boy on your wrist, controlling the drone from it. All right, so
Oh,
PlayStation,
now
I
that you
think.
say it that way, yeah. I can control a drone from it. Shit.
So I think I kind of like to look at this like Sony has announced its next console. What they decided to do after PlayStation 4. Now, this kind of goes what I said when Xbox One and PlayStation 4 was coming out, even when they both launched, was that the next consoles from these companies who will not be actual consoles. They will be extensions of their current consoles or digital ways to get to those same things. That's what the next consoles. There won't be other consoles, but I guess Sony did the same thing, but they came out with it in the form of a peripheral instead of a service add-on, which I kind of thought they would go that avenue of service add-on since they were doing PlayStation Now. I thought they would keep going down that road, but they wanted to answer it with a peripheral that connects to your PS4 and then will project it. Or I guess you can go out wireless to another
Yeah, it
TV.
streams over Wi-Fi.
And so it streams over Wi-Fi. What receives it?
What do you mean? What
So
receives
so
it?
so you can plug this. I thought this thing had to plug to your PS4 to
Well,
project
if
it
you
out.
want, I'm assuming because it does have an HDMI hookup, but if you stream it over Wi-Fi, just the quality this isn't audio either. This is just video.
So you gotta
So
go optical out.
yeah, if you want sound, you're gonna have to somehow connect the sound some other method.
Probably just
Um,
use headphones.
or
But they don't.
that.
I guess you can use headphones. I never heard it come out of a
Does the
speaker.
PS4 have headphones hook up into the controller
Yeah, but
like the Xbox?
yeah, it has it like that,
Because
like the new
you could do
Xbox
that.
controller. But
You
I
could do
guess you would
that.
go out to a. I guess you can go out to a speaker,
Yeah. I mean
but then you couldn't. But then you can
resolution on
use your
this
mic.
one, the
Then you can use your
resolution
mic.
on this one also isn't is okay. It's 1920 by 720. It can be projected up onto a surface up to 120 inches, so that beats out any of the TVs that we've been talking about, and has a brightness rating of about 32 lumens, which is it's it's not a lot. If you were looking for a better projector, they've got some much better Pico projectors out there, but they also cost like twice as much.
Yeah.
So, how much did they say that this was going to cost? This is, by the way, called the MPCL1,
So
which stands for My Little Pony Clash of Clans League. I don't
so
know.
it's but here's what's funny there with the news that we just talked about. This thing costs more than a Schmach Zero. I don't know how much a Schmach Zero Pro would be, but this projector in essence is 350. So I think you can get a PS4 for 350, right?
Yeah, but you can't project a PS4 onto a flat surface without this.
Yeah, but you can't project without the PS4. So we're talking $700. We're talking $700 to do. So what I'm thinking and what a lot of are saying is the answer to Xbox One streaming on Windows 10 devices. This is Sony's response to that. And I'm thinking this is a very very expensive response to ask
Yeah,
of your
because the
customer.
assumption with Windows 10 is you already have a Windows 10 machine, you already have the Xbox, and over the Wi-Fi network or connected network, you can stream. This one is under the assumption you already have a TV, but why be limited to your 65-inch or 85-inch TV when you can go get it all the way up to, 120 inches, but it isn't an additional expense. I think this is more of this isn't really for the gamer directly because the gamer is not really going to care about this because the quality isn't that good. It's going to be one of those niche kind of things where Sony has probably seen people using other projectors out there in the wild and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
they're using this other Samsung projector or this other Pico projector. Why don't we get in on this?" And um,
Is this a
just
multi-use projector or is this thing only working with the PlayStation 4?
I don't know.
See, that would be interesting because I mean, for 350, I would just go get some other projector to do it that will work with my phone and my PS4 if it can receive this HDMI. Like I would let it just do anything then, not just work with the PlayStation 4 if I'm going to spend $350 on it. All right, so we got I guess a chant going on for vape tricks. Um,
Oh, I don't know tricks.
no vape tricks.
I don't know vape tricks. Sorry.
My wall does work as a green screen, but I don't have
I
the lighting
tried.
turned on
I
for it, so we're
tried.
not doing that tonight. Oh and yeah, I did. NK
I can't do
Musi
tricks. I
NK
gotta work
Musi
on tricks.
remembers. Larry Brass threatened to shoot me with a gun when I insulted Ouya. Did I do that? Because I
I don't
don't. I don't
remember
really like. I
this.
don't like Ouya. If you guys know me, people know I don't like Ouya. They treated me. They treated me wrong, man. They treated me wrong. So I moved on from Ouya. All right. So let's wrap up this one. We also have in gaming news. Where we at? So in gaming news, to round out that, I guess you would consider this gaming news, right? Was this where's that? Where's that? Oh, that was it. We wanted to get back to our poll. We don't know. What you guys still think? Is it going to be Mad Max? We got 1-1 vote. I know that so far. We got 1-1 vote for Mad Max versus Metal Gear Solid 5, which was going to be a better game. Or which one are you looking forward to most? And I'm still with Mad Max. I never changed your mind yet. You still looking for Metal Gear Solid 5? Which one are you? Or do you plan on getting either of them, Tony?
If if I were to get either one of them, I would go with Mad Max.
Mad Max. Well,
Yeah,
that's the new one. That's the one that's going to be more fun.
yeah. But you know me, I get games that are already a year late. I just finished GTA 5. Like, I did that over a year ago. Like, oh, my bad. I just got FIFA 15. I did that over a year ago. Like, oh, my bad. I know Madden 16's coming out. I'm actually kind of excited about
Is
that.
that the 25th? I think that's 25th.
Of September?
No, of August.
I don't know.
For
I
Madden,
don't
I
know the
think yeah,
dates.
I think Madden is going to be the 25th. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for Gears of War. Not Gears of War. Halo 5. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I actually don't know if I'm gonna get the Gears of War collection. I think that does come out the same day. As Madden, the 25th. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Gears of War collection. I think I just want to wait for Gears 5 because I'd rather spend a lot more time in Halo than I would in Gears. It's a hard time. I'm telling you, it's a hard time. I don't remember in recent years, in the summer rush being like it is going to be this year. Like most of the time, we usually have to kind of dredge our way through the summer to get to that October date because we're not too excited about a Madden release that year, or the past few years we haven't been that excited about Madden release. So we kind of wait until we can get to a basketball game or we get to maybe an Uncharted or something like that. Then here comes Call of Duties and Battlefields. So I think this is the kind of first time like in a while where you can get excited about like fall games now. And these are ones that will be coming out. I guess it already started. They say already the summer hit. What is that? I can't tell what that is.
Somebody wanted to see my headphones because they thought they
Oh,
were leopard
there it
print.
is.
They're not.
You got
These
leopard
are
prints?
these are Marley headphones made by one of the sons of Bob Marley, who I interviewed at CES 2012. So if you go to Lazy Tech Guys, our YouTube channel, there's an interview that I have with him, and half of the interview he's singing randomly. It was very it
What?
was very weird.
And this is on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Is that Lazy Tech Guys dot or
Lazy Tech TV on
Lazy Tech
YouTube. It's
TV?
it's either there or our old YouTube channel, which is just Lazy Tech Guys, which
Okay,
we
you should
yeah,
check both of them and friend both of them.
yeah.
All right, all right. So I think that actually does it for us for today. We did have some Final Fantasy news. What did you hear in Final Fantasy? I think we both had something different. Uh-oh, we lost the call. Call him back. So we're calling Tony back. But yeah, we could do a Q&A. I do like a Q&A. Maybe I'll run it for 10 minutes before we get out of here. We do want to talk actually open up the comments bags, the comments we got off of YouTube last week. Let's see here. Let me make sure we get Tony back. Hold on. Calling him now. Oh, my camera jumped because it switched.
I'm
All
back.
right, we got you back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Okay, wait. I gotta bring your I got your sound. I gotta bring your video back up. Un momento. Un momento.
There might be some driver updates I have to do to this computer.
As always, come part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I've gotta reset something. Because I had to call you. I lost your video and lost mine too. Stand by. Get your questions together. We actually will do a quick Q&A before we get out of here. We'll read some comments from YouTube and we'll call it a night. Why is it looking like that? There we go.
So I Poop Potatoes says the stream is very unprofessional and to expect a very lengthy list of grievances.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh no.
no.
Or you can send those to the phone. I did set up a cool little email. So you can send them to the phone at onelifetoplay.com. And we will get the effing phone. So let us know. Whatever you think. I still would be happy to know what you think. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And we will get
Constructive
better
criticism
then.
is always
Yes.
welcomed.
You're what drives me. I poop potatoes.
Hey, so Star Wars.
So Star Wars.
So, in South Korea, there was a new Star Wars 7, Episode 7 TV spot that was released. It's only about 36 seconds. But the cool thing about it is that it shows some other footage from the movie that we haven't seen before. And the opening scene is basically a shot of well, it's not the Empire anymore. The new Imperial forces is called what are they called? Um, Come on, chat room. What are the new Imperial forces called? Because it's not the Empire anymore.
I already called something else.
Yeah.
I want to know
So
this too. I might have to bing it. Okay, wait. So we got a couple questions. Let's see. They were glad to see that Tony's back. That's coming from Seraphin.
hello.
Nice to see you back. Um,
The
let's
First
see.
Order. Sorry, that's the new name.
Oh,
The
the
First
first
Order.
order. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. We did get a question here. This is an odd one. Given the chance, would you consider having a one night stand with Caitlyn Jenner? We're not answering that because this was a gaming talk show. If there's a video game, that's it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. They want to know why I turned it into a picture of a controller. That's because I'm awesome. I can always do that. That's my special talent. No one's supposed to know though, so only you guys know. Don't keep it a secret. Don't tell anybody. And then NK Musi says Larry admit the Sega Dreamcast is the greatest system of all time. I did not say it was not, and I probably will. I won't say it's the greatest, but it's up there in conversation for me. If it was just games like Power Stone, that did it. The 2K titles, just those few, those really did it for me on Dreamcast. So I will have to say it's in that conversation. And I don't know where Club Esteban is. Where's Club Esteban? Do we need to go there? So then to wrap it up, we got some comments over on YouTube, and I thought they were some good ones. So they of course deserve to get read on the show. Can I get to YouTube? Come on, Windows. Close that app. If I can close anything. This is right. This is very unprofessional.
Squidward
Probably should
wants you to
save
take your
these.
shirt off.
That's getting out of hand.
It's a little much.
That's getting way out of hand. I didn't even see that one. Oh, geez, this chat room's going really fast. I don't know what happened to my Surface here. I lost all connectivity to it. So I guess we'll save our comments for next week.
Nerd worker, VGPG level. I've got like 80/20 and voltage. I have no idea what the voltage is on this. This is Atlantis, and the coil is 0.5, I think. And yeah, that's all I know.
I'm not a vapor. I don't know what any of that meant.
I'm not really into like the whole building aspect of it and all the tricks and things like that. I'd like to, but it's I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
not really
can't.
something that I really aspire to. And unless I'm in a vape shop, then I'm like, I want to do that. When they do like
Yeah.
jellyfish and like they push it out and stuff, I'm like, oh, that's cool. This is
Jellyfish,
one.
that would be cool.
Yeah, you blow an O, and then you blow like smoke through it, and it looks like it kind of looks like jellyfish.
That would look cool. I've got to see
And
that. Now I'm gonna have to
there's
YouTube vape clouds.
yeah. All right.
All
So
right.
what's some of our comments on YouTube, Braz?
So
Then we'll head.
on YouTube we've got, why does this keep freezing? So first up we've got over on our conversations with your favorite hustler Lamar from Grand Theft Auto 5. One of Anthony Ramos's favorite parts in Grand Theft Auto was when Lamar said, "We want our 40,000. Pay me or pay the funeral director." That was my Lamar voice. I don't do it as good as him, but that was it right there. That was it. That was it. Then we also have from, oh, that was the wrong one. We also have on a comment from our last episode from Bruce Leroy on YouTube. This was from the episode 19 back in July. He says, "Keep them coming." So we will, obviously. We appreciate that. And then from Dude Perfect Jr. This is on last episode. It was actually episode 21, but that was 2 weeks ago. Last episode, he goes on to ask a question. What was the website you used to make your profile picture? So it wasn't a website. I do animation. I use Cinema 4D to make that logo. So there you have it. Because I had to take it into After Effects and we did a whole little intro. So that logo is actually a piece of, if I play it here, I think I got it here. So like our logo as a
The
whole, you might hear
following
some
gaming
voices
talk
here.
show is brought to you
But our
with as
logo as
many
a
gaming
whole is
interruptions as
actually a
possible.
piece of this whole intro right there to make that all 3D. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you want to learn some Cinema 4D, it's kind of cool. Especially if you know After Effects, then go do those motions yourself and do some animation. So you have anything else before we say our official game on, Tony?
Yeah, I actually found something.
Go for it.
I got this in the mail. This is the SanDisk iXpand flash drive for iPhones, iPads, and computers. And I mean, one of the big problems with an iPad is that it doesn't have a USB connection. And when you run out of memory and you want to, transfer stuff, you can't unless you use the cloud. And some people are kind of afraid of that. So this is a kind of a cool deal. It on one end, it's a regular USB connection that goes into your computer, Mac or PC, and you can throw on whatever files you want on there. And then on the other end is a lightning connector, and you connect that to the bottom of your iPad or iPhone. And with the corresponding application from SanDisk, which you can find in the App Store, you can then basically play your media, songs, videos, pictures, right off of the flash drive. So I'm going to be doing a review of this very soon, and I think that for my first experience from an event I went to back in May, it was a pretty good experience. But I'm going to be putting it through its tests of like how long it takes to transfer and
So
things like
what
that.
platform is
So
that for? Android,
that's for iOS. That's for
iOS.
iOS.
So
Yeah. So
it's a hard drive for your iPad.
an external hard drive, yeah, because this one's actually the flash drive itself is 64 gigs. I have to figure out how much it costs. I have to go look that up.
Yeah.
I believe they have a 32 gig version as well too. But I mean, that's been one of the main complaints of iOS users, especially with iPads. Like, I want to have the ability to plug in a flash drive, and I don't. Well, now you do. So, if you want, go check it out on a SanDisk's website, or wait for our video, which should be coming in about a week or so, on Lazy Tech TV on our YouTube channel.
There you go. Um, I gotta check that out because I think that's pretty something special for some iPads. I got. Did it say? So you got to get the app. I'm sorry, I'm gonna ask this question. You got to
Yeah,
get
there's
the
a
app
there's a free
online. So
there's a
is it
free app through their app store.
is it like iOS 7 and up? Because the one thing, if you don't know, I still have
iOS
something
7.1 and up.
7.1 and up. Oh my gosh. Because check this out. I still have an iPad 1 inside of an original smart cover, the very
Wow.
first smart
How
cover.
do you live without a camera?
Um, I don't use this thing. Like every now and then, I'll like read ESPN, the mag on this, or I don't know. That's pretty much it. That's all I do is read like online magazines. Maybe I'll get to through Flipboard, but even like Flipboard has problems because you can't update it, and Flipboard kind of stopped supporting their older ones
Oh,
now.
okay.
So it gets kind of hard. So other than that, that kind of wraps us up for today. You can find more again over on YouTube. One Life to Play. Leave some comments over there. We'll read those over on the show too. And we got that email address. You can email us at thefone@onelifetoplay.com. We'll get those emails. Also read those on the show too. Like I said, we're going through some transition on our website, but stay tuned to Twitch along with YouTube and our Facebook, also Twitter account. And you'll get all the news on what's going on. We're kind of revamping some stuff, giving you guys some fun stuff to do on our website when we're not live.
Do you want to
So
mention Hitbox?
yeah, oh yeah. So we kind of want to hear from you guys too. You can kind of talk to us on Twitter or send us an email. Let us know what you think. So we've been talking a lot about where we want to make our new home, and a lot of these new streaming companies are coming out with some really cool stuff that gives us the ability to really kind of integrate the community the way we want to. So we want to start doing like polls for you guys during the show, do giveaways for you guys, but do them in the right way that we can actually make them fair and present them to you in a nice way too. And then also like we need to do something ourselves, so we kind of get some ad revenue if we go to Hitbox, or we already get our ad revenue from YouTube. So we want to kind of decide. We're thinking about should we leave Twitch is the first question to go for another
Should we
company,
leave Twitch? This is a big deal for you guys. Should we leave Twitch?
or should and if we do, should we go to Hitbox or stream directly on YouTube? Now either way, either if we stay with Twitch or we go over to Hitbox, it will all get back to YouTube. So that's not the problem. So if we go to YouTube, though, we'll be able to do live on YouTube and save to YouTube. So I kind of want to hear from you guys. Where would you guys rather go? What is more convenient for you guys? And where you guys think you'll have more fun at, too, along with the chat
Well,
rooms, stuff
we've
like that.
we've got two people saying go to Hitbox, if well, one person saying if we do a spider raffle, and then two people saying no. Nerd Worker also says never watch YouTube streams because they hardly work, which I have to agree with.
Yeah. They
Um,
said they're getting better at it, too.
yeah,
I hear
it's
a lot is
in
getting
in
better.
all of Google's infinite wisdom, they can't fucking get streaming to be where it should be, but whatever. Um, J Life, obviously,
He
Jay's a
says Twitch.
Twitcher.
So it kind of split between hit. It's just this big split, like between Hitbox and Twitch. So we'll think about
Yeah.
that for a while. We'll keep listening to you guys, but we'll be
What's a
here
spider
until other.
raffle?
I never heard it. Please do spider
Please
raffle.
tell us what a spider raffle is. Spider!
You can have spider rifles on Hitbox. Put in the work, man. Yeah. T. I just hear a lot of spider, spider, spider.
All right, let's just look this
Oh,
up.
they're sending some codes. I think. Like, what's the exclamation point spider supposed to do? It seems like it's supposed to do something, but nothing's happening.
I have no idea. But we'll look up what
Yeah,
the
we'll have to
whatever the
look that
hell the
up. We'll
spider
talk
raffle
if
is.
if it's something cool, something that we can do, then we'll do that next week. Then look forward to the raffle. So we'll see you guys next Monday, Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time, 1 a.m. So that's gonna be like Tuesday morning, Monday night, depending on how far you span, how far it takes you to walk between Cali and Ohio. Um, but we give you that
Long time.
gaming talk, that tech news, that tech talk, like we do every week. So tune in next week too. Until next time, game on.